Hello everyone, my name is Lian Laksamana. Today, together with my co-members John Mark Escocharo, Raven Kenneth Sampson, Mark James Obra, Jeffrey Sabahin, our leader Catherine Mercado will present to you our PowerPoint presentation regarding mass and force. So what does mass and force mean? Do you have any idea what instruments is used to measure mass or force? Or have you tried to use any of them? There are some of instruments that has a various uses for calculating masses and force on our presentation. Those instruments will introduced to you by John Mark, Raven, Mark James, and Jeffrey. But first, let Catherine read and explain to you what mass and force is.
The concept of force was originally defined by Sir Isaac Newton in his three laws of motion. I am Catherine Mercado, and I'll be going to discuss about the force. A force is a push or pull that causes an object to change its motion. It is also a result from the interaction between two objects. Note that forces causes acceleration. The concept of force was originally defined by Sir Isaac Newton in his three laws of motion. He explained gravity as an attractive force between bodies that possess mass. However, gravity within Einstein's general relativity doesn't require force. Force is measured using the metric unit known as the Newton. 1 Newton is equal to 1 kilogram meter per second squared. So, 1 Newton is the amount of force required to give a 1 kilogram mass an acceleration of 1 meter per second squared. There are two types of forces based on the interaction between two bodies. First is the contact forces. These forces are involved only when two objects physically interact or touch each other. For example, normal reaction from the ground on the ball. We also have here the types of contact forces. First is the tension force. The tension force is the force that is transmitted through a string, rope, cable, or wire when it is pulled tight by forces acting from opposite ends. The tension force is directed along the length of the wire and pulls equally on the objects on the opposite ends of the wire. Number 2 is the spring force. Spring force is the force exerted by a compressed or stretched spring upon any object that is attached to it. An object that compresses or stretches a spring is always acted upon by a force that restores the object to its rest or equilibrium position. Number 3 is the normal force. The normal force is the support force exerted upon an object that is in contact with another stable object. For example, if a book is resting upon a surface, then the surface is exerting an upward force upon the book in order to support the weight of the book. On occasions, a normal force is exerted horizontally between two objects that are in contact with each other. For instance, if a person leans against a wall, the wall pushes horizontally on the person. Number 4 is the frictional force. The friction force is the force exerted by a surface as an object moves across it or makes an effort to move across it. There are at least two types of friction force. First, the sliding. Second is the static friction. Though it is not always the case, the friction force often opposes the motion of an object. For example, if a book slides across the surface of a desk, Then the desk exerts a friction force in the opposite direction of its motion. Friction results from the two surfaces being pressed together closely, causing intermolecular attractive forces between molecules of different surfaces. As such, friction depends upon the nature of the two surfaces and upon the degree to which they are pressed together. Number 5 is the applied force. An applied force is a force that is applied to an object by a person or another object. If a, if a person is pushing a desk across the room, then there is an applied force acting upon the object. The applied force is the force exerted on the desk by the person. Last is the air resistance force. The air resistance is a special type of frictional force that acts upon objects as they travel through the air. The force of air resistance is often observed to oppose the motion of an object. This force will frequently be neglected due to its negligible magnitude. It is most noticeable for objects that travel at high speeds like a skydiver or a downhill skier, or for objects with large surfaces. The second type of forces here is the non-contact force. These are forces that act between two bodies that does not require physical contact between the bodies. So, for example, the force that causes a ball that is thrown up in the air come back. It is called the gravitational force. So, here we have also three types of non-contact force. First is the gravitational force. Uh, Gravitation or gravity is a procedure by which bodies with physical weight, nonetheless little it is, are pulled in towards Earth's surface. They are pulled in by a power which is corresponding to their weight. Gravitation is in charge of keeping every one of the planets in their individual circle around the sun and is the non-contact tribe taking care of business. For number 2 is the electrical force. Electrical force is also electrostatic force. Electrostatics is about fascination and shock of charges and is another kind of non-contact drive. A few materials have unique properties of creating a charge on their surface. One, they are scored like golden. These materials at that point drawn in inverse charges and subsequently show the property of electrostatics. Electrostatics. For number 3 is the magnetic force. Magnetic force or magnetism, it is a property by the excellence of which certain extraordinary substances called magnets apply an uncommon power on different magnets or substances made up of iron. So, this power is called attractive power, which is a sort of non-contact constraint as the material simply should be in the region of the magnet. This is non-contact on the grounds that there is no physical contact between the materials. This power is because of the attractive field created around the magnet. These magnets have two poles called south and the north, like shafts repulse one another while not at all like poles draws in each other. Magnetic fields are non-contact power as they push or force objects without contacting them. They show these properties just on a couple of attractive materials, not on all. There are two types of forces.
I'm John Markel Escucharo. Instruments for measuring masses and forces. Mass. All elements of physical whose values can help describe an element physical state. Changes to these properties can describe elemental transformations. Physical properties do not change the chemical nature of matter. The physical property we are covering in this atom is called mass. Mass is defined as a quantitative measure of an object's resistance to acceleration. The term mass and weight are often interchanged. However, it is incorrect to do so. In order to measure something, a standard value must be established to use in relation to the object of measurement. This relation is called unit. The International System of Unit (SI) measures mass in kilograms or kg.
Triple beam balance. The triple beam balance is one such weighing device which allows the user to accurately gauge the mass of an object in grams. It can provide higher accuracy than a spring-based measuring scale and has an error margin of only 0.05 gram.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey Sabisay. Modern digital scale. A digital scale calculates the person's mass by taking the body weight and dividing it by gravity. A person stands on a scale which obtains body weight. Analytical balance. An analytical balance is a class of balance designed to measure small mass in the submilligram range. The measuring pan of an analytical balance is inside the transparent enclosure with doors so that dust does not collect and so any air currents in the room do not affect the balance operation. This enclosure is often called a drop shield.
Raven Kenneth will read the number 4. Platform balance. Platform balance is a device that measures the weight of an object using a platform solid base in conjunction with a series of levers and balances that together calculate the overall mass. Number 5. Dial torsion balance. This regular box is a precision balance known as a torsion balance because its functioning is based on the torsion of a metal wire. This type of balance has several uses. In physics, most notably, it is used to measure weak forces, electric, magnetic, and gravitational. This model can be used to determine the weight of small objects.
And that's all for our report. Again, we are Group 2, and we hope that you learned something about forces and masses. Thank you for listening.